Alright, here we go with Enderman's G40 of Axis and Allies. I am the Warden, and I'll be going first with Germany, also playing Italy. And joining me on the Axis is No Limit as Japan, and on the Allies we have LT as Russia and France, Prozac as UK and the Far East Command, and Enderman as the US and China. Victory conditions are listed there, along with all the victory points. I'll put in the comment box, or description box, how you can view Enderman's custom house rules that will be used in playing this game. The setup for G40 is the same, with two exceptions. One, as I mentioned, Far East Command is consolidated UK Pacific and ANZAC. And second, up in Korea and Amur, we have two minor industrial complexes for Japan and Russia, respectively. Also, just a note before we start that we are playing with Vichy France, and so once Paris falls, we will roll the dice, and for every French territory that when we roll a 1, it'll become German. If we roll a 2 or 3, it'll become Vichy France, which is basically Axis aligned. If it's a 4 through 6, it will remain Free French. Additionally, I'll be using yellow chips to denote improved units, so Tiger tanks or improved armor with a yellow chip, and veteran units, which are a 2 attack, 2 defend, also with a yellow chip. So without any further ado, we will get into the combat movements, which we have 6 combat movements to show. The first is we'll be moving a submarine from C-Zone 117 into C-Zone 106. We'll be moving a submarine from C-Zone 103 into C-Zone 91. A submarine from C-Zone 108 into C-Zone 110, and the submarines from C-Zones 118 and 124 into C-Zone 111. Also, the battleship in 113 will come out to C-Zone 110. Aircraft joining these battles, we have a fighter from Norway coming 1, 2, with 2 movements remaining. We have a fighter from Holland, Belgium at a movement of 1, 2, 2 movements remaining. We have 2 strategic bombers coming from Germany at a movement of 1, 2, 3, 3 movements remaining. We also have a tactical bomber from Germany at a movement of 1, 2, 3, 1 movement remaining. Then we have a tactical bomber and 2 tactical bombers from West Germany moving at 1, 2, and they'll have 3 movements remaining in C-Zone 111. And then the 2 fighters and the tactical bomber from Germany that are remaining will also join the battle in C-Zone 110. Next, we're going to be moving into Yugoslavia. We will have the fighter come in, along with 1 infantry from Romania, the tactical bomber from Poland, the 6 infantry from southern Germany, along with 2 artillery from southern Germany, and finally, going into France, we have everything from Holland, Belgium, which is 4 infantry, 2 artillery, and 3 tanks, in addition to the 3 infantry, 4 mechanized infantry, and artillery from Western Germany, and don't forget the 3 tanks from Greater Southern Germany at 1, 2. All right, that is all of the 6 battles. Let me get this onto the battle board and we'll get it going. All right, we'll start with the Battle of Paris, since I already had the units from Paris on the battle board. There are no aircraft, so there are no anti-aircraft fire. We start off with 8 firing at 1. No hits. Now we have a total of 6 firing at 2. We have 3 hits. And now we have 6 more firing at 3 or less. We have 3 more hits. All right, turning fire. We have 6, 7, 8 at 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 2 hits. And we have 2 firing at 2. Sorry, excuse me, 3. We have 1 more hit. And 1 firing at 4. 1 more hit. So, we will take off 1 and 5, that is 6 units. And then for the Germans, we'll take off these 4 infantry here. All right, we'll continue the battle. So we have a total of 4 firing at 1. We have 1 hit. We have another 6 firing at 2. No hits. And the same 6 that will be firing at 3. Only 1 easily hit. Firing back, we have 3 at 2. 1 hit. 2 at 3. 1 hit. And 1 at 4. Another hit. So we'll lose, this may seem odd, but I'm going to take off 2 of the infantry here and 1 artillery. And over here we'll take off these 2 French units. And continuing, 2 at 1. 1 hit. And 6 at 2. No hits. And 6 at 3. There we go. 4 hits. And they are done. But firing back, we have 1 at 2. There's a hit. 2 at 3. There's another hit. And 1 at 4. No hit. All right. So we're going to lose this mechanized infantry and this artillery and all of the rest of the French and British units. So remaining in Paris, we have 1 infantry, 1 artillery, 3 mechanized infantry, and 6 tanks. All right, now for the Battle of Yugoslavia. We have a total of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 infantry, 2 artillery, a fighter, and a tactical bomber going against 5 infantry, and I'm hoping for 4 hits and no more. So we're starting off with 5 infantry. 1, no hits. And then we have 2 infantry, 2 artillery, 2 hits. Tactical bomber at a 3. That was a miss. And, excuse me, that was the fighter at 3. Now tactical bomber at 4. And that's a miss as well. Unfortunately, only 2 hits. That is what it is. And now we have firing back 5 infantry at 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And thank goodness we have only 1 hit. So we will take off 1 infantry, and we will take off 2 infantry here, and we will put back into Yugoslavia a total of 3 infantry, and retreating into Romania we have 4, 5, 6 infantry, 2 artillery, and the fighter and tactical bomber will remain in Yugoslavia until their non-combat move. Alright, next we have the Battle of Sea Zone 111. I already talked to Prozac, and he said he would not be scrambling his fighter from Scotland. He also said he would not be scrambling his 2 UK fighters and 1 French fighter into Sea Zone 110. So, we're going to start off with our 2 submarines. There is no sneak attack. And we have 1 hit. And now we have 2 fighters at 3. 1 more hit. And 2 tactical bombers at 4. And 1 more hit. Too bad, I was hoping to take all of them in 1 row. We'll let the UK fight back with a destroyer at 2. A miss. A cruiser at 3. That's a hit. And a battleship at 4. That is a hit. So we will lose our 2 submarines. We will lose the destroyer, the cruiser, and damage the battleship for the UK. Round 2. We'll go 2 at 3 for the fighters. They both miss. And 2 at 4 for the tactical bombers. Thank goodness we had a hit. And now 1 at 4 for the battleship. And that's a hit as well. So we will lose a tactical bomber. And the battleship is destroyed. So remaining in Sea Zone 111 to land, we have 2 fighters and 1 tactical bomber. Alright, now for the Battle of Sea Zone 110, we have a submarine, 2 fighters, 2 tactical bombers, 2 strategic bombers, and a battleship going up against 2 cruisers and a battleship. So we'll start with a sneak attack for the submarine. That's a miss. We'll take the 2 fighters. There's 1 hit. We'll take the 2 tactical bombers, 2 strategic bombers, and the battleship. And there is all 5 hits. So we have a dead combined fleet. Shooting back, we have 2 at 3. And there's no hits. Unfortunate for the British. And we have 1 at 4. Give me a new die. Oh, another 6. That is terrible luck for the British, with nothing destroyed there in Sea Zone 110, other than themselves and their honor. Now things start to get a little bit more dicey as we move to Sea Zone 106 with a submarine versus a destroyer and a transport. we'll take this one, maybe make it fair. For the submarine, it is a 5. So we'll let the destroyer go. We'll give them a better one. And they miss as well. So we'll go back to the submarine. Ooh, and we have a hit. And can the destroyer respond? He cannot. He's a miss. And so the transport and destroyer from Sea Zone 106 are sunk. And to the final battle, the one that the Kriegsmarine really need to win in Sea Zone 91 with one Kriegsmarine submarine on a sneak attack against this UK cruiser. Here we go. Oh, look at that. We have a hit. The Fuhrer is so happy. Down goes the cruiser, and what a stroke of luck for the Kriegsmarine with their submarine remaining in Sea Zone 91. Let me get all the units back on the board and line up my non-combat movements. I'll be right back. All right, we have all the units back on the board, and we are going to go up 4 for Germany for taking France, over to the income tracker, and Germany's going to go from 30 to 34, and France, well, for now, they're going to go down to 0 until we get ready to take care of the Free French, Vichy French, and hopefully turn some of them into Germans. Back on the board, we have all these aircraft here, 2 strategic bombers, 1 tactical bomber, and 2 fighters that will head back towards Western Germany for the 2 strategic bombers. Also back to Western Germany for 1 fighter, and into Holland, Belgium for actually 2 fighters into West Germany, and into Holland, Belgium for 1 tactical bomber, and the other tactical bomber with only 1 movement left. Of course, we'll have to land there. Next, we have the aircraft up in Sea Zone 111. We're going to take this tactical bomber here back to Western Germany, along with 1 of the fighters, and the other fighter is going to land in Holland, Belgium. Next, we're going to have 2 anti-aircraft guns from Western Germany move into Holland, Belgium. 1 will stay in Western Germany. Oops. Then over here on the Eastern Front, we're going to move all 11 of these infantry from Germany into Poland. We're also going to move forward the 2 artillery and the 3 anti-aircraft guns, all into Poland. In Slovakia, Hungary, we're going to move these 2 infantry also up into Poland. And before I forget, you can see that I already upgraded the 1 infantry that was remaining in France to a veteran, and I need to do the same for 1 of the infantry that came out of Yugoslavia. So he will now attack it 2 and defend it 2. For the fighter that is hanging out here in Yugoslavia, he is going to go, he has 3 movements remaining as he came from Slovakia, Hungary. And he's going to go 2, 3, 4 into Tobruk. And this tactical bomber is going to go 1, 2 into southern Italy. Up in Norway, we are going to move just 1 infantry over to Finland, And so now we will change that there from neutral to German. And in doing so, we will now have Finland aligned, and we're going to go up 2 on our income tracker from 34 to 36. Finally, we're going to have this tank that's here in Slovakia, Hungary. He's going to move over to Romania. So we'll go ahead and just put a chip underneath this one already in Romania. And that completes all of the non-combat moves. Sorry, one last one, I forgot. The transport and cruiser that are in 114 are going to move over to 113. All right, so what's remaining? What's remaining is to go ahead and roll for the French. So we are going to start rolling one territory at a time, starting with Normandy Bordeaux. I will use this die here and just roll it right here on the board. So Normandy Bordeaux, remember, a roll of 1 makes it German, 2 or 3 makes it Vichy France, and a 4 through 6 it stays Free French. And we have a 2. So we will change them out to be Vichy France. To do this, I'm just using the World War I pieces from Normandy Bordeaux, from Axis and Allies World War I for the Ottoman Empire, since they're a slightly close but different color. And that allows us to be able to see the difference between the two of them. I'm also using the roundels from World War I France to be able to tell who they are. All right, next we're going to be rolling for southern France. That was off your screen, but it is a 4. So that remains as French. Next, we're going to come over here into C-Zone 93. See if we can't pick up a little bit more Kriegsmarine. And we cannot. We'll move into Morocco. Oh, off the screen. That was a 3. And so we also will align Morocco to Vichy France. Then we'll go on to Algeria. See if I can't get this in the screen this time. Oh, nice roll. We will go ahead and make that now German territory for Algeria. And we will go up 1 on the income tracker from 36 to 37. Next, Tunisia. That just fell out of my hand. I'm going to do that one again. There we go. So that one right there, we're going to be Free French again. I'm sorry, Vichy French again. So we'll get a roundel. And so they are now Axis aligned. We'll keep going over to Syria, and we'll see if we can't get a foothold over there next to our good friends in Iraq. 6, we cannot. All right, and we're continuing around the board here in French West Africa. 3. Again, Vichy France. Now French Central Africa. Ooh, nice. Another Vichy France. French Equatorial Africa. Aha, German. So we will pick up 1 IPC for Germany So we are now moving from 37 to 38 on the IPC income tracker. We're going to roll for this destroyer down here in C zone 72. And we see a 3, so that again will be Vichy. Nope, not that one. And that's technically a cruiser from World War I, but we're going to call it a destroyer here for World War II. All right, one that I forgot over here is French Guiana. And so that stays French. Now we're going to be on French Madagascar. Aha! German. I like that. And we go up one more on the income tracker to 39. Next we're coming over to French Indochina. And I know that No Limit would love for a 2 or a 3 here so he can walk in. Aha! But it's a 1. It becomes German. So we'll make that German there. We're going to go up another 2 on the income tracker from 39 to 40. From 39 to 41. And we still have more to go. We still have New Hebrides, or however it's pronounced. No IPCs, but it has now become no longer as friendly to the Allies as it is Free French, and they cannot just land their aircraft there. Excuse me, not Free French, Vichy French. And they cannot just land their aircraft there. They will have to land troops if they want to be able to take that piece of real estate. All right. So from there, I'm scanning the board and I don't see any other French territories that I missed. I believe that was the extent. So on the income tracker, we are up to 41 IPCs. So we're going to collect 25, 35, 40, and 1. And we're going to add that to our 2 IPCs that we saved from last turn for a total of 43 IPCs, but not before we place our units. And we have 4 infantry. They're going to be going into Germany. I forgot one non-combat move. Denmark down into Western Germany. Our 2 mechanized infantry are also going to be going into Germany. And the destroyer will be going into C Zone 113. All right, that completes the German turn. Just a recap of the board. We have 1 submarine in C Zone 106, 1 submarine in C Zone 91, an infantry in Algeria, ownership of French Equatorial Africa, a fighter in Tobruk, a tactical bomber in southern Germany. We have 1 veteran infantry, 3 mechanized infantry, 1 artillery, and 6 tanks in France. We also have a total of 2 tactical bombers, 1 fighter, and 2 anti-aircraft gun in Holland, Belgium. We have 2 strategic bombers, 1 tactical bomber, and 3 fighters, and 1 anti-aircraft and 2 infantry in Western Germany. In C Zone 113, we have a destroyer, a transport, and a cruiser. Norway, we have 2 infantry. Finland, we have 5 infantry. In Germany, we have the 2 mechanized infantry and 4 infantry that we placed. In Poland, we have 3 anti-aircraft, 3 artillery, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 16 infantry and 1 tank. In Romania, we have 2 tanks, 2 artillery, 1 veteran infantry, and 6 regular infantry. All right, that completes the turn. Look forward to seeing the rest of the nations start their moves. The Warden out.